What if I told you the next OnePlus flagship might come with a 7,000 milliamp hour battery? That's right, a battery so big it can actually make you forget what a charging cable looks like, at least for a while. And yet, that's only one piece of the OnePlus 15 puzzle, because the rumors paint a picture of a phone that's equal parts exciting and a little controversial. Here's why this matters. OnePlus has always been the brand that gives you flagship-level features without the sticker shock of Samsung or Apple. If the rumors hold true, the OnePlus 15 could land at around $899. Still not cheap, but compared to the $1,300 Galaxy S25 Ultra or a $1,000 iPhone, it starts looking like a solid deal. But with OnePlus, it's never just about price. It's about how much performance and innovation you're really getting. And the early leaks suggest this phone is trying to push the boundaries in ways we haven't seen before. Let's start with that massive 7,000 milliamp hour battery. The OnePlus 13 already impressed with 6,000 milliamp hours, but now we're going bigger. Some insiders even claim OnePlus could have fit 8,000 milliamp hours, but decided to keep things slimmer by using silicon carbon battery tech. The kicker? You'll still get blazing 120-watt fast charging and 50-watt wireless charging. Imagine plugging in for a few minutes and basically gaining a whole day of power. That's the kind of real-world convenience that can genuinely change how you use your phone. Now, it's not all upgrades. The display could actually be taking a step back in some areas. Instead of the 2K panel on the OnePlus 13, rumors suggest the OnePlus 15 will feature a 1.5K resolution on a slightly smaller 6.78-inch screen. But here's the twist. It's expected to jump to 165 Hz refresh rate. That's higher than most gaming phones, and combined with a new performance engine, it might let games run at a buttery 165 frames per second. For gamers, that's a big deal. For everyday users, honestly, most people won't notice a huge difference beyond the already excellent 120 Hz we've been enjoying. One controversial change could be the removal of the iconic three-way alert slider. Instead, OnePlus might replace it with a customizable button. Sure, flexibility is nice, but the old slider was one of those instantly recognizable features that set OnePlus apart. Oppo tried something similar, and early reactions weren't great. It made switching modes slower and less intuitive. So if this rumor pans out, it might feel like OnePlus is trading character for conformity. Under the hood, though, there's nothing but good news. The OnePlus 15 is expected to pack Qualcomm's new Snapdragon 8 Elite 2, also known as the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5. This chip is built on a cutting-edge 3nm process with CPU cores hitting up to 4.8 GHz and maybe even peaking at 5.3 GHz. Benchmarks show a massive leap in both single-core and multi-core performance, plus an upgraded GPU that should handle high-end gaming and AI features with ease. Put simply, this thing's going to be an absolute powerhouse. Design-wise, OnePlus might finally be moving away from its circular camera island. Instead, we could be seeing a rectangular module in the top left corner, bigger and bolder, signaling a stronger focus on camera performance. And that ties into another rumor, the end of the Hasselblad partnership. Since the OnePlus 9, that collaboration gave the brand serious photography credibility. But with the 15, OnePlus is apparently going solo with something called the Detail Max engine. It promises sharper detail, more natural colors, and less over-processing. If OnePlus can pull this off without the Hasselblad branding, it could prove they've matured enough to stand on their own in the camera game. Speaking of cameras, one of the most exciting leaks is the potential for a 50-megapixel periscope telephoto lens with an 85mm equivalent focal length. That translates to roughly 3.5 to 3.7 times optical zoom. Compared to the 3 zoom on the OnePlus 13, it's a nice bump in reach, though the f2.8 aperture could mean slightly weaker low-light performance. Still, if the sensor is larger, this could be a strong upgrade for anyone who cares about mobile photography. So where does all this leave us? The OnePlus 15 looks like a mix of bold steps forward and a few eyebrow-raising compromises. On one hand, you've got the insane battery, lightning-fast charging, a cutting-edge chip, and potentially the best gaming screen on a mainstream phone. On the other, you've got a possible downgrade in resolution, the loss of a fan-favorite alert slider, and the uncertainty of life after Hasselblad. For me, the story here is that OnePlus is trying to grow up. They're no longer just the scrappy underdog with flagship killer branding. They're taking risks, some smart, some questionable, to carve out a new identity in a crowded market. And if they can actually deliver on these rumors, the OnePlus 15 could be one of the most compelling sub-$900 phones of 2025. The real question is, will the pros outweigh the cons enough to convince people to pick this over a Samsung or iPhone? We won't know for sure until launch, but one thing's certain, OnePlus is swinging big, and that alone makes the 15 worth paying attention to. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.